Hello, everybody. What an exciting evening we're having over here. Thank you for your patience. I'm 15 minutes late, but I have a really good excuse. And the excuse is that my neighbors set their apartment on fire and the fire department was here. And we all got evacuated outside for a while. So, it's really nice out. Could have been worse. And the neighbors clearly felt like really bad. They called 911 right away. I have other neighbors who periodically start their apartment on fire, and they always wait for someone else to call, which is really cool and responsible and cool and fun and neat. So these people, I actually feel really bad. They're like brand new to the building. They're really new. They were like going up to everybody and they're like, well, this is the worst way to meet our new neighbors. Hi, we're so-and-so. We're so sorry. So everybody was, everybody's safe. Everybody's okay. Everyone's back in the building. And the fire department was able to take care of everything very quickly. So we're good. Sorry, Moose. No, it's okay. You can just go chill out. I had to clear my throat. I'm so sorry. As a result of that excitement, I just put Minnow in her crate for all of stream. She had a very exciting time outside. Because then like every neighbor wanted to meet her. So while we were all stuck outside together, everybody was like, oh my god, and wanted to come see her. Including there's a 3-year-old down the hallway who was like so excited to see a puppy. And I was like, I guess now is when we find out if Minnow likes kids, because I took her to the pet store and she did okay with like older kids. And I was like, well, let's see if she likes the little ones, because at least she's little. So if she wasn't going to be good, I could swiftly fix the situation and just like remove her from her. I could just swap her up. And she like sat down and was so gentle with this little girl. And it just felt like, oh, hi, you're my size. I love it. Let's hang out. Like, it was so cute. Moose does not like children at all. So, I was very excited to have Minnow be so good, because Moose does not like the children's. Minnow also got to go to the vet for the first time yesterday, not for an appointment. I just had some errands to run, so I took both dogs. I have to drive 3 hours up north next week with both dogs in the back seat. So I was like, we should probably test this and make sure we can do it with just harnesses and seatbelts, or if I need to, like, in the next couple days, procure a way to secure Minnow better in the back seat. But Minnow like waltzed right into the vet, and just like they call them happy visits, where you just like take the dog to the vet and then they meet everybody and they get love and treats and then you leave. Like, nothing scary happens there. She was very brave. She didn't want to go on the scale. This is the funniest thing about her. She was scared about the scale. She didn't want to get on the scale. And so we were like, let's put Moose on the scale. And the second Moose got on the scale, Minnow was like, I can go on the scale. I'm not scared. She's so funny. Like, everything, the immediate remedy to Minnow being afraid of things is to just have her see Moose do the thing. Because Moose isn't afraid of anything, because he's a big man. Your dog is scared of scales too. It's so silly. Yeah. Hello, Rose69420. Hello, Spice. Hello, Bavita Fan Club. Hello, Lane. I see we got some Minnow Spinnos. We got some Winnow. Winnow didn't really come out today. She was Minnow like all day. We've now had 3 days without her peeing in the house. Not to jinx it. She did pee in the middle of my stream on Sunday. But Monday, Tuesday, and today, no accidents in the house. So we're hoping that continues. She was very good. She's had like a busy week because I've been making her do a lot of stuff. We're working on some new tricks, or not even tricks, but like helpful commands that will make her a better dog. And it's kind of fun to see her little brain work in real time. And then she gets real sleepy after having to learn. So it's a win-win. Like, she learns new stuff and then she's not a menace. I do have to mention, I'm a little flustered because, as I mentioned, my building was on fire about 20 minutes ago. But I forgot to mention on Sunday when I talked about the new emotes. So one of the new emotes was new on Sunday, and that's the Minnow Spinno. And I do have to give Lane credit for that one because she made the original Minnow Spinno joke, and then I was like, oh my god, I have to make that an emote. So that one is a credit to Lil Gamer Lane, and then the Winnow emote of Minnow in a Wario mustache was Cozy Gremlin, Cozy Gremlin's idea. So I had to give proper credit to my friends because those were not my original ideas, and they're both very fun ideas. So yeah, now whenever Minnow's evil, we can have Winnows in the chat. Yeah, Rose69420 has discovered Winnow. Let me see if I have any. Do I have any good pictures that I haven't shared yet? I'm sorry, I'm so unprepared for stream because of the stuff that happened. But um, let me see. Oh, I can show you guys. So Moose constantly insists that he does fit in spaces that are for much smaller dogs. So I set off the smoke detector in my own apartment today, but no fire departments were called in. That's great news. Yeah, my neighbor set off their smoke alarm and then the full building alarm. So like that's the one where we all actually have to leave. So, you know. Oh, I was maybe gonna show some pictures too from that gig I had last Friday that I was talking about. And I had to get some pictures that like didn't have my watermark on them. Because it's got my dang name in them. I think I have a couple here. I'm scrolling through my phone. Oh, I can show you. Minnow kept getting them tangled up in the car yesterday because she just wants to snuggle with Moose so bad. So she kept getting their little harness. So my dogs wear harnesses and seatbelts in the car. I feel very strongly about that because I have a Jeep which does not have a spot for like a permanent. I think like the safest option is to crate your dogs in the car, but I just do not have room for that, and that's the reality of it. And so my backup plan is they wear harnesses and seatbelts. And let me find that picture. So all right, where's my gotta get all my windows back in the correct order. God, I'm so frazzled. Okay. So this was her when we first got in the car. And she's like a little nervous in the car at first. But she felt much so she'd been in the car a couple times by herself and she was very good, but clearly like, what the hell is this? But then with Moose, she kept getting tangled in their seatbelts because she just wanted to snuggle with him. She's so good. And he's very tolerant. He's a good boy. He was her chomping on a toy yesterday. This was her yesterday she was Winnow like all day. So this was her 5 seconds of not being Winnow. She was a sweet little baby Minnow for about 20 seconds. And then the rest of the day I was like, girl, what are you on? This is Moose fitting in the crate as long as the sunroof is open. He did squish his whole body in there though. He takes up the literal entire crate, but he likes to squash himself in places, so maybe he likes it. It's like this really nice, which if you have a dog by the way and you need like a travel crate that they'll can contain them. So I'm keeping Minnow crate trained as long as she'll do it, which I hope is forever, because Moose isn't super crate trained. There have been a couple times where it would have been nice for him to be. He likes the crate. He goes in by himself, but he's not like used to being contained in one. So he gets a little bit worked up if you lock him in one. But so Minnow takes all her naps and then sleeps through the night in her crate. And like we go several places where there might not always be a crate. So I wanted to get a little travel one. And this is like, if anybody has a dog and you need a travel crate recommendation, I have one for you. This thing's set up in like 30 seconds. The bars all like snap together super fast. It folds down into like a carrying case basically. The only thing is if you have a dog that won't respect the mesh, they could absolutely get out. Like 100%, as Velveeta Fan Club's Cricket did one time. Not to put our dear boy Cricket on blast, but I think Moose would respect this. I'm trying to like put Minnow in it a little bit at a time right now. because she does chomp a little bit. Like you can see this mesh is rolled up, but like there's a sunroof on the top. There's, I think all the sides pretty much zip down if you need them. But like next week we're going up north for the week, and I need Minnow to be a good girl in a crate. And my parents do have bigger versions of her current crate at the house up north. But I wanted to make sure she had options, so I'm at least like training her on the soft one just in case. And then again, like that's one, if I'm going anywhere that I'm gonna need her to be in her crate for a nap or overnight, like the idea is that the crate becomes her safe space anywhere she goes. So but anyway, Moose does think it's for him. And then these are, if you were here on Sunday, I had a lot of like big cozy feelings about a gig I worked on Friday night. And these are some pictures from that show. So this is, did I have 3? There we go. This is a band that I have gotten to do a lot with this year, and I actually started with them last, like the New Year's Eve leading into 2025, I think was my first show with them. Because the other band that I worked, that like my main band, opened for them. And so these are some of my, I didn't want to show too many close-ups in case it's like, you know, it's their faces, but this is one of my like favorite little spots that I get to do a couple times a year with a couple different bands, and it's a lot of fun. So, all right, starting soon. I think we're ready to play the actual game. And then if I have anything else to show you and I remember it, I'll show it. But I think that's it for right now. Hope everybody's had a nice week so far. I'm really excited because I only have to do 2 more days of my day job, and then I took all of next week off. So I have a gig in my own city tomorrow night with a band that I love very dearly. And then I have a 1 day of a festival that I have to go shoot in another part of the state on Saturday, but that involves going to my parents' house on Friday. So I have like a busy week of stuff, but then I'll come back to my own house on Sunday, and then I have the whole week off. So I think we're gonna go mostly up north, and then I've got some friends playing in a city way up north while I'm up there, so I'm gonna go work that show and get to see another photographer friend, and it's gonna be really fun. So that does mean I think I'm still gonna try to stream on Sunday. I think if I get back at like a reasonable time and my dogs haven't destroyed my apartment while my partner stays with them. Hopefully they're good. Yes, hello, Cozy Gremlin. You have found the Winnow. I did give you credit for the Winnow emote ID. I don't know if you were here yet. Winnow did not set the fire. Winnow was being a perfect baby angel in my house because she got to go to the dog park, and then there was a party happening near the dog park, so instead of cutting through to come home, she got to go on a much longer walk. So because Moose isn't always nice to strangers. Speaking of Minnow going for a walk, the rescue that I got her from, which is the one that I foster for, well, I did, because now she's mine. So if you adopt from them, the company Fi that makes those GPS collars will give you 6 months free of their GPS collar trackers. So Minnow now has like a puppy pedometer on her that also tells me exactly where she is. So it's super nice. And I'm really glad to have it because like we're going up north next week, and she's pretty much on me at all times. She still hasn't earned roaming privileges, and she probably won't for a while, especially not up north. But you never know, like if a collar were to fail, or well, hopefully not the collar would fail because that's what the device is on, but if she snuck out of a leash or whatever, if somebody opened a door and it just, accidents happen, and you never know. So it's really nice because I can open my phone and I can see exactly where she is at all times. So I'm very grateful for that. All right, game time. I only yapped for 15 minutes this time. I think that's a new record. So as a reminder, we're doing another, I think my very first ever VODs were a flower shop. So almost a year ago, because I started streaming in September, we built a flower shop with an apartment above it. So this one is going to be a little bit different. The concept here is that it was a family house with a garage, and then because since we don't have functional cars in The Sims, they converted the garage to be a little plant store. And then this greenhouse over here is going to be a flower arranging studio classroom. And if you use, when you use this, anything within this invisible border, which goes away in live mode, is subject to being taught at this whiteboard. So then a sim can stand here and give lectures about flower arranging and help sims build their skills. I do fear this bothers me that they're not going to be even, but maybe I could do it like this and then put plants on either side. So at least the tables are all even, and then I'll put some plants like here, maybe. Anyway, so what we did on Sunday was I built the little plant shop part. So you got, these are functional, so Sims can actually buy these. So if you ever download this, these will need to be restocked. This shelf is functional as a retail spot. This is functional as a retail spot. I think that's it. Oh, and so are these. This is decorative. This is decorative. I think that's it. So yeah, super simple. Like it's not a super big one. I did do a little bathroom in here. Not that you can see it because it makes it so hard to build in those little rooms. But anyway, so we did the flower shop. I was thinking today we'd start on the teaching space, and then I can show you the house layout too. You guys want to see I was trying to build a little heart-shaped house. That's a really hard space to build in. I might show that on stream sometime. I never finished it because I couldn't get it to where I liked it, but the inside is almost done, I think. I just wanted to see because I saw Karn and Connie. Those are their names, right? The twins that play The Sims. Karn and Connie, I think. Built like a heart-shaped hotel once, and I was like, what if I did a heart-shaped tiny home with a little heart-shaped pool out front? And that's just one that I work on it a little at a time. But so the house is gonna be entryway. We'll do the Grange mudroom entryway kit probably in here. This is gonna be stacked laundry. This will be an office / creative area. This will be a bathroom. Kitchen will go here, dining will go here, living area will go here, porch back here, garden space is out here. Then we got the stairs that go upstairs. Entryway, might put like a little seating area up here, some decorations. Sorry, it sounded like, sometimes the chill hop makes sounds that sound like Twitch notifications. And I always think I'm getting a Twitch notification that I'm missing. This is gonna be either a guest bedroom or a kid's bedroom or teenagers. I tend to not really decorate for kids or teenagers, so it could be fun to try something different. Bathroom here, bathroom here. This one's connected to the main bedroom here, and then each bedroom has a walk-in closet, which I'm gonna have to figure out because I don't usually do that. So that's the plan. That's the plan for the house. I'm a little bit scrambly tonight, but I still wanted to stream. So we'll just see what we can do. There we go. I think that satisfies my need for, like, the tables are still in a line. There will still be space here for them to teach. And then I think that works. Also, off stream, like right after I finished, earlier on Sunday, I did add the string lights all the way around because, like, look at it at night, y'all. Cozy, cozy, cozy. I do need to put some more lights in there though, because Uh-oh. I must have made them a little too high. So if you turn the walls down, Alright, well, we'll see if I change that. I didn't even think about that. What happens if I... Can they just go like this? I wonder if that... Does that solve it? Nope. How far down do I have to put it before it... Huh. Alright, well, then I'm gonna leave it here for now. If it's gonna do it either way. I'll look into it. Be out for the evening. Pretty low energy today. Hope you'll have a good one. Well, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Yeah, definitely. Go do what you gotta do. It's super important. All right. Let's... Oh, I updated my mod. My better build by, so y'all don't have to listen to me bitch about that anymore. So it was greenhouse and blooming rooms I wanted. What are y'all up to this evening? You want to tell me some secrets, or anybody got anything fun they want to share? Oh, I could put one of these in. I love this. I think it's so cute. What color? Let's make it orange, maybe. I didn't pick the colors of these yet. Or maybe, yeah, I must have. I must have made them pink on purpose. Maybe we'll make this pink then. This is like the nice green one. You cleaning your apartment? Hell yeah. I love it. I do want to get some... Like, maybe before... Oh, do I have room for this? Y'all know... Oh, but that's right. I have to be careful because, technically, this is a glass roof. So technically... Oh. Okay, I got it really close, but I'm like one over. Oh, that's right, because the actual center of the room is here. So then we leave it there. We're gonna make it work. Oh, I gotta put that up a little higher. I want it to work. Why? Maybe it's not meant to be. Is there always that, like, line in there? The square? There must be. Oh yeah, scales, so it must be. I've never noticed that. Alright, well, then maybe we're using these. Which are equally pretty. Put one over here. Yeah, we're gonna have to figure out how to light it without the ceiling lights, basically. You're cooking recipes. I love it. You making anything fun? I'm nosy. I want to know what people are doing all the time. Okay. Let's get rid of these for a minute. And then these could be pretty in here. Yeah, let's put open flames in the greenhouse. With all the plants. These are so cute, but they don't really put off a lot of light, unfortunately. So they're not super helpful. The seasons ones could be nice. All right, let's turn the lights off. Oh, those aren't bright at all. This game's killing me. Do we not have like any bright sconces? What about that? And then I need something over here. Don't get me wrong, this would be a very vibey space. And it's not like you're doing too much flower arranging at night anyway, but let's see. Is there anything I can make work here? I really want to try to make that lamp one, this one work. So hold on. Yes, you can see I got my swatches back. Y'all, I have an update. I'm playing like infinite amounts of Leafy Corner. I love it. If that's the kind of game that, like, I didn't mean to do that, but I will save. If you're into that kind of like store management simulator kinds of games, oh, I love it. Actually, I could show, I don't have one from my game today, but I sent one last night, I think, to my sister and Mad Harper, so I can kind of show you like what the game is. Let's put it in the old Discord. Where's my Discord? Discord, that cord. Where is she? All right, here she is. So here is my store. So you decorate it how you want. You individually place every single thing. This is like a completely blank open store, and you place every single thing down. You place every single pot that you want to sell. You place every single plant in every single pot. And so it's like super, super customizable. It's very easy to lose a lot of time. Oh my gosh, I should send I'll send this next. A really funny function of the game is that, well, a practical function of the game is that when your plants are thirsty, they get a little water droplet icon, so you know you need to water them. But some of the planters have like faces, like these are frogs, there's cats over here. So when your planters get thirsty, but if they have a little face, they just look supremely stressed out. It makes me laugh every time. My nervous little bamboo frogs. I need to take a sip. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Okay. So, how close did we get? Oh, we went too high. I wish there was an equivalent of like, oh my god, we're so freaking close. What if I do, I should just do this off stream. This is not entertaining content. Okay, that was 7. I think the magic number is 10, but I might just leave it because the goal is I'm trying to make it look like it's hanging from like right here, right? But this might just be it. Let's try one more. Perfect. That's what I wanted. Look how pretty it is in there now. Okay. We did it. I gotta pick some flooring. Oh, hey. There's a lot of Twitch streamers in my chat. Lane shared with me today after I believe Spice shared with her that, okay, so Amazon bought Twitch, right? Sucks. Sucks big time. And, there is now, like, by default, there's a toggle thing you can toggle that they are legally allowed to use your streams and your content to train Amazon's AI model. Twitch claims they're not training a Twitch AI model, but it just depends who you believe, I guess. So if you are another Twitch streamer, go into your stream settings, go into your security and privacy, and then there's a switch you need to turn off because by default it's on, which is some sneaky shit. And of course, like, I'm sure I technically clicked a button that said, yeah, sure, because they bury that shit in 80 pages of legal updates and stuff. So, anyway, that's my public service announcement tonight. That, thank you to Lane and Spice for sharing that information, and now I am sharing it in case anybody else needs to know that. It is truly some nonsense. Okay. What can we put on these walls? I think I want like a lot of plants in here. So let's go back to Blooming Rooms and Greenhouse Haven. And then I'm just gonna turn it all on. Oh, I never used these. There's actually a bunch of stuff I never... Let's use these. Somewhere. I don't care where they go, but we're gonna use them. I also love... Did I use this? Oh, I used a similar one. That's okay. I like that one too. I also love this and never get to use it because it doesn't really match the kind of build that I do. It's very cute though. Alright. Then let's get some... I wish these matched better. Let's see. Can do a little greenhouse fan. Oh, could I put this? Let's see that. Get some plants behind it. What colors do you come in? Pink? Yep. If you come in pink, we make it pink. Or orange. Orange would work too. I don't think it comes in orange though. Let's do that one. There's quite a bit of pink in here already. Oh, what the heck? I'm getting like snuffly. Does that happen to anybody else? It's like independent of the fact that I've been sick for now like 2 months straight, but specifically when I'm streaming, I get like weirdly stuffy. It's so weird. Let's put some hangy boys. Do some of that. We gotta put some stuff on the... Oh, maybe these need to go a little lower. I think I want like a halfway point. Because the other one seemed like... That seemed really high. Or really low. Are these even now? Yeah. Yeah. So let's put... I want some little guy plants up there. Or we could do, like, supplies could go up there. Some buckets. Heard y'all are into buckets over on Lane's stream. Could put some, make it feel like used. Look at that. That's so cute. Sorry. Oh my god, you guys, someday I'm not gonna cough into stream. I'm so over it. Attention, I have put on a face mask, which means I am very chill and relaxed. That's the law. If you put on a face mask, then you're relaxed. That's how it works. That's so true. Oh, I do like... Could put maybe this could come up here. I want it to look like tastefully cluttered, you know? I want it to look busy. Hey, thank you for the bits. Bucket mentioned. You guys are ridiculous. Hydrate. Thank you. Give me 1 second. I will do that. Save the game I can do right now. Oh, Lane's hitting me with the old self-care triple threat. If I stretch too good, I'm gonna fall asleep. I would like these to just go on the floor, but they're gonna keep trying to get out of here. There we go. And then, did I already put sprays up there? Yeah, but we can have more sprays. This is my stream. If I want more sprays, I'm gonna put them there. There we go. It's like a cluttered little working corner. What else we got? And there obviously there are more plants. I just started with this pack turned on, or these 2 packs, because they go well with this, obviously. I always need to tuck this back a little more. I cannot possibly explain to all of you how excited I am that, like, was I streaming when I first got Minnow? Or did I not stream? I think I, like, couldn't stream because my fucking internet was, like, weird those couple times and it kept messing everything up. I knew, like, right away that I was hoping to keep her, but there were a couple things that were, like, really hard. And I needed to see some major improvement before I could commit to letting her stay here forever. And I'm just very excited that she did and that she got to stay. I'm really excited that she hasn't peed in the house in 3 days. She's so good in her crate now, which is amazing. That one was the one where I was like, listen, like, it sucks if I have to deal with the dog peeing, but, like, I'll clean it up. Like, that's fine. But, like, the barking in her crate, like, I chose to get a dog. My neighbors did not. And my neighbors shouldn't have to listen to a puppy barking all the time. Because that was not a decision they made. So I was not sure for a little bit there. And it was, like, really sad because I was like, but I really want her to stay. And then there was one night that Claney and I were laying on my couch with her, and I was just like, I think I'm gonna be devastated if she leaves. And Claney was like, I think I'm gonna be devastated if she leaves. And that was kind of a moment of like, okay, okay, we're gonna make it work. She's so good when she's not being Winnow, obviously. When she's being Winnow, I do threaten to send her back to Alabama. I've had Moose for 11 years and I still threaten to send him to Indiana when he's bad, so. You gotta keep them humble. They get too comfy. It's floating. Alright, what can I put up there instead then? Could do like a little floral arrangement. Couple of those. What's the gavel for? Oh no. I think it's floating. It's floating. What else can go up there? Let me do it. Someday I'm gonna get tool mod, but today's not the day. There we go. Yeah. Let's do that. So it's like somebody's working on some stuff. This is gonna be really cute. I don't need everything to be like super, super decked out. I just want it to feel comfy cozy, you know? You know? Alright, now some stuff's gotta go up here. Oh, these are like the Van Gogh sunflowers. Cute. Could put the little sunflowers. It's clipping a little, but it's fine. It's one of those days. I have had to take a nap every single day this week, and I don't know why. I have been so tired. It's super annoying. Which one did I use over here? Okay, I used the bright green and the one with the pink in the middle. Get home from your appointment and pass the fuck out. Yeah, I'm so tired. And I really haven't done anything that should require me to be that tired. Just exhausted. I don't know what I'm gonna do this weekend. I have so much work to do. I was thinking that is a horrible thing to say to a pet, and then I remembered I have threatened dogs with I'll chop you up with carrots and potatoes and put you in a stew. Okay, so relevant threat we have made in my home. You're going into soup, which is funny because they would know the word carrot and get excited for a treat. Minnow's name at the rescue was Kiki. And when Claney was here, anytime she was naughty, Claney made a lot of soup while she was here. And we were like, we're gonna have to make Kiki soup and you're never gonna guess what the secret ingredient is. Whenever she was naughty, we threatened to make Kiki soup. And there was one night that I texted Claney at like, I think it was almost midnight, and she had been fucking evil all night. And I was like, Minnow had to go in her crate early because the only other option was to make Minnow soup, which is like Kiki soup, but with one key ingredient changed. I'm glad we all threatened to soup our dogs here and there. Listen, sometimes they deserve it. Gotta keep them humble or they'll never... They get too bold because they're like, this human's obsessed with me. Which is true. But yeah, Kiki soup was our little threat. Oh, this is one of my favorite Sleepy Fish songs. I always put this in my descriptions of my videos, but all my music is always from Chill Hop, and I exclusively use the Sleepy Fish music. I love that artist. They are my favorite of the Chill Hop stuff. So any music you ever hear on my stream, it's Sleepy Fish, courtesy of Chill Hop. Oh my god, speaking of fish, okay, I'm hoping to have like really good photos to show you soon, because I'm borrowing a macro photo lens from my dad for the weekend, because I only photograph live music where people are far away and in the dark, right? That's my job. So I don't photograph really tiny things close up with plenty of light. So I don't have a reason to own a macro lens. But I was like, damn, I wish I had some good pictures of my shrimp. And so I'm gonna borrow from my dad. I'm gonna borrow his lens, and then I'm hoping to have some good photos to like share with chat a little bit, but also just to have, because I've had that going since 2020. It was my like don't go insane during COVID project. And the thing about starting a shrimp tank as your COVID project is that just stays alive forever now. And the only way to not have it anymore is to like give it away. So I still have it. And I recently bought, okay, this is like fish nerd stuff, but there is an algae eating fish called the Otocinclus catfish, and they look like little, here, I'll just show you. They're really cute. Otocinclus catfish. Oh, their common name is dwarf sucking catfish. I'm sure everybody will be really normal about that. Let me find like a good picture. Copy. Put her in the Discord. All right. This is an Otocinclus catfish. And I've tried to keep them like a bunch of times. And those motherfuckers just want to die. I don't know how else to say that. They're so hard to keep alive. But when they're alive, they keep my tank so clean. Like, so clean. And so I had one, I'd had like a couple of batches of them in the last 6 years. And I had one left. And I decided I was going to take a break because Amazon AI dwarf sucking catfish, am I right? Oh, that's why we keep you here, Row 69420. And so Jesus Christ. So I had one left, and I was like, there's no way this singular fish is keeping my tank clean. Like, when he dies, it's fine. He would be like, I think he was 3 or 4 years old, which like is as long as they live, because they're little guys. And he finally died, and I was sad, but I was like, you know what, that one lived a really long time for some reason. He must have been out eating the rest of the catfish, because he lived through several batches of them. And I started to feel bad because I was like, am I just buying these things for them to come here and die if I can't keep them alive? But after he died, my tank got disgusting. It was so bad. And I was like, I have to try one more time. And I got a bunch of these like algae. I bought a bunch of new like algae pellets and like supplementary food sources. And so I've had them. I bought this batch like I can't remember if it was right before I got Junie or if it was right before I got Minnow. It was right before I got Minnow. So I've had them for almost a month, and I thought I lost one. So you have to, they're also a schooling fish. Here, I'll do the Sims again. You don't have to keep looking at this catfish. You have to buy them. They're a schooling fish. They're a schooling dwarf fish, so they're little. And you have to have several of them or they get really nervous. So I got 6, knowing I'd lose a couple and then hopefully have 3. And I thought I lost one because I hadn't seen him in a while. And so I was like, you know what? Like 5 is still good. And then fucking today, there's 6 of them in there. So he's been alive this whole time. I just don't know where he was. So this is the longest I've successfully kept all 6 alive. And I think like the extra new foods I bought were just the way to do it. And I'm hoping really hard that that they survive, because they're really cute. And again, they keep my tank so clean. The shrimp are fucking slackers. They don't do anything in there. But the catfish keep the glass really clean. And after that one died, like the glass got like completely fogged up with algae, and I was like, oh, I guess he was keeping it clean in there. So now I've got some more, and we'll see. But yeah, that was a fun surprise today, was, oh, I actually do still have all of them. I thought very seriously one had died. And when stuff dies in that tank, it's full of shrimp and snails, so you kind of never know, because stuff just, you know, I let it be a nature documentary in there, and so when things go missing, they kind of just go missing. But yeah, surprise, 6 of them. All right, sorry, I was just like circling around to see if I needed anything still, but I think I like the shop, and I think I like the, again, this is gonna be like a little flower studio, so people can come here and take classes on flower arranging, and then all the Sims will line up. It's very functional. It's really cute. I've done it before, and then it fills up like it's a class, and then they all work on their flower arrangements. Maybe I'll test it at some point on stream, like once we finish it. All right, house time, I guess. What time is it? 9:07. Oh shit, we still have an hour. I'm so tired. I'll probably go till 10:15 since I had to start at 8:15. But we'll see. Okay. I want laundry, and I want the stacky kind. What color laundry do we want? Maybe I'll just start with silver, and then let's see. Could fit a shelf in there. We'll start with silver, and then once I pick like colors for stuff, like for the wall, we'll go from there. I don't want to forget to put hampers in rooms, because if you do, they just drop their shit on the ground, which is rude. Let's just put them in there so I don't forget. All right. What kind of vibe we going for? I haven't thought about this at all. I do want to use Grange Mudroom, because it's cute as hell. Oh, I was gonna do a bench, but I've never used the cabinets. I kind of like, I always use this because it's a cute little like seating area, and then you can pop these over it. What do I want to do? Or this, and it's just like a nice little entryway. I like, you know what? Let's do the entryway like this, because then I can put stuff on the wall, including a mirror, and then some like clutter. I also haven't used this kit in a while. I think the last time I used it was Goral House, that big like equestrian center house. Let's do the dark. Let's do it. We can do, make this a little smaller. I'm still thinking about Rose 69 420's threat about I will cut you up with carrots and make you a soup, and your dog's getting excited. That's so fucking funny. God, dogs are awesome. Except when they're evil and need to be souped. cannot emphasize enough how much that's a joke. If you're a VOD watcher or whatever, my name is literally Ken's Pets Dogs. They're my favorite thing in the world. I would never soup them. It's a silly Billy bit. You know what? We might have to do the old lamp trick of getting stuff like all cluttered correctly. Get absolutely fucking pissed. Oh my god. You can make me laugh too much. I'm still coughing. Alright, what else we got? Maybe we'll do... Flora's entry, hello! First time chat, how's it going? I'm really glad you're here. My name's Kenzie. I'm a pretty exclusively like a Sims Paralives builder. And we just hang out here and have a nice cozy time. We've always got chill hop going, and then I build some stuff. Right now we're working on a flower shop house. So it's like a family house where they converted the garage to be a flower shop and then like a teaching studio. It's gonna be fun. Okay, so that was definitely a bot. I just clicked as soon as they did the good how are you. That unfortunately tends to be a sign that someone's not a real account. And then I looked and that account was created 9 hours ago. So they're not real. And they answered a question I didn't ask. So that's always a given. That's so annoying. I hate that we can't just like have nice things. I can't just like have nice internet friends. Gotta make it weird. I think I like this off to the side. I'm just trying to like not center everything, you know? And then there's that really pretty green rug. We'll have to make it a little smaller, but... Do you remember the time a bot came into my chat and said, "Hey, are you gay?" No? Did that happen? That's hilarious. I don't remember that at all. Sam and I still cack of it all the time. Oh my god. Amazing. Alright, and then I want one of these little fellers. Most creative bot I've seen, I'll give him that. It's just so annoying. Don't make me do my new friend spiel if you're a fucking robot. If you're a fucking clanker. Get out of here. All right, look at that cute little entryway. I think there was some cute wallpaper from that pack too. We could just color drench it in here. Like that. I don't know that I want it for like every room, but the entryway could be cute. I say this every time. I need to like make an effort to not always do like super feminine builds. I tend to do that. just because that's how I personally decorate. But I see so many like the big sim streamers very intentionally do different kinds of builds, like for different kinds of people, like specifically building for a single man or like a dad or whatever. And I should do some of that maybe. Oh, that's so pretty. Is that like too much? Y'all know I am an absolute simp for wood paneling. It might be too much, but we're gonna start with it, okay? And if we hate it, we'll change it. I think the green would be too much. But I like that. It might be too much. What other options do we have? I bet we could make it work, especially with like the retro kit. Oh, wasn't I originally gonna do like some shelves? Didn't I go in here looking for that and then I just promptly stopped? It's that kind of week. Oh my god, I am like, this sounds full of myself, but I'm not the kind of person who makes mistakes at work ever. That just isn't a thing that I do. And like this week, I've just been fucking up left and right. And my coworkers are just like, hey, sorry, but like this is wrong. And every time I'm just like, I'm sorry. Like I don't even have a good excuse for that. I'm just an idiot this week for some reason. I think my brain, I haven't had like substantial time off this year. I think I've used all my PTO like to do my other job. So I try really hard, and this is a privileged corporate-esque thing that I'm able to say, but like if you have the PTO where you can once a year take like a full week off of work, I always highly suggest that, because I never did that until a couple years ago was the first time I ever did it. And it makes such a difference. Obviously it's not a permanent solution to being like super fucking burned out, which I also am. But it does make me less of a bitch to everyone in my life while I sort through some work stuff, you know? I definitely, if you have the ability to do that, which I know not everybody does, but if you do, definitely suggest taking that time where you can. Yeah, but I want to put it on the shelf, so you have to work with me here, okay? No. Can I put you up here, please? It's floating a little bit, but I don't think I'm gonna make that my problem right now. Do that. All right, what else can we put up there? Can we put like, I swore the laundry pack came with, there's the rest of the stuff. I was like, I swear it came with candles and stuff. I wonder why it didn't all show up at first. That's weird. Yeah, like there's actually some very cute stuff in here. Oh, a little washboard. Cute. Cloth rack. Oh, that's the debug. I was like, what's that? There we go. Cute. Ugh, can't believe I talked to a bot. So embarrassing. I just get so excited. I was like, oh, someone found us. It's so interesting to see how people prefer vacations. I actually would prefer weekends to entire weeks off because I feel so much pressure to have the perfect week off when I take it all at once. That's fair. I used to be like that. Also, I had way less PTO because my previous jobs treated me like shit. I can't believe when I think of, not that I'm like living the life now either, but when I think about like the jobs I had before my current one, I'm like, how is that even illegal? Like legal? The amount of money and like time off and all of it is real bad. And unfortunately, that's the reality for a substantial part of the country. If you're American, which is some absolute bullshit. I will say I take most of my PTO as long weekends because I tend to like book it around working gigs and stuff that I have to travel for. But it definitely is nice to just take a whole week too. And I've kind of gotten over the like needing it to be perfect because like sometimes I'm like not doing anything next week. I'm just going up north. Like I usually I hoard my PTO because I'm also like afraid I'm gonna waste it or not use it on exactly what I want to use it on. And then this year I hoarded it for too long and now I'm gonna lose it if I don't take it. And a role I have sort of accidentally become in my existence is that like I like to coordinate stuff, but I am often in the place of like planning a vacation for a lot of people, or anyone other than myself. And this year I was just like, I literally don't have the brain capacity to plan a trip for anybody, including myself. So this wallpaper is going to be a problem because like I kind of want columns on stuff, but maybe not. Oh, you know what I could do? I could put like I'm going to solve this right now. Anyway, I did not have it in me to plan a vacation that anybody else was going to come with me this year. And then I also, when I was like, okay, maybe like I'll drive the dog to Colorado or something, like I'll go by myself. And then I didn't end up having energy for that either. And I was just so tired. So I just decided to take the week off, and whatever I do next week is what I do. Arch. Sorry, my brain's turning off a little bit. I think this is the way to go. This solves that like ugly, empty space. I do need an entryway light. Let's see. We could just do one of these maybe. My personal job, I'm the only person in my company who does my job. So like it's basically a nightmare all the time. So there's no like relief. Like if literally nobody else at my company even owns the software that I have to use to do my job. So like if I fry and burn out and then whatever, and then I'm like unexpectedly out for a bunch of time because I've fried myself into the ground, then my job doesn't get done, and it's even worse for me when I someday come back. So I just started, if I can do it once a year, I try to take a little time. I also have like multiple jobs, so I also try generally in that week to like not book it around photo work. And I do have one gig next week, but it's for some friends. It's not like a traveling gig, and I'm very excited to do it. So that is what works for me. Let's see. I just want a light in here. Maybe it needs to be lit from out here. Yeah. I'm also not sure this wallpaper is what I wanted it to be. Let's put some of these boys back in so I can like see it. Do more green. Sometimes I just want to do like a nice tan, honestly. I tend to do so much like purple and orange. Ugh. So I gotta adjust how I'm sitting. Like we could just have like a neutral, or what if there's a good, is there a good accent wall? Accent. Or like this? Is this what I used in the, it totally is. Well, maybe they used it in here too. Or maybe just these. Is there an accent wall that goes with that? Angry. I also don't know why. Let's just leave it. And then once I pick like the furniture and stuff, we'll pick a wallpaper. Let's do this first. We feeling white countertops or black? What did I do in here? I did white. Could do white again. Ain't no rules. And then I want the corner. And then another corner. Oh, I did see... Okay. Somebody, I think, helped to solve the problem I always have, which is... You get that stupid gap? Let's see if I can make it work. Whoa, what's that? I made it worse. See, this is what it does. And then it like bumps out here. All right, let's see if a regular countertop works there. That's not going to. Dang it. I don't know how anybody makes this work nicely. I mean, I guess I could do... We could do it like this, but then it just like disrupts the pattern, you know? Disrupts it like right here. That's annoying. How else could I do that? Or maybe it's just like a floating... Do I need a corner one? Or do we just do like that? Knowing it's gonna be like a slightly smaller kitchen. We could also do... Nah, let's leave it like that. Okay, now I need to remove one of those because we'll do the fridge. Ugh, but then it doesn't ever match the whites never match, and then it looks silly. What options do we have? This used to be my go-to fridge, but it's so expensive and it adds a lot. And if you're somebody who plays by the rules of the game, which I don't, it becomes a little frustrating. Actually, you know what? I haven't used the Home Chef Hustle stuff in a while, and I think I would like that. It comes in pretty colors. I don't remember. There it is. And then everything matches. I don't like that one. I kind of liked the dark brown, unfortunately. What can we do? Could do like the pinky. Or just the... Actually, let's do this one. I like this body. And if I want to change it, I'll change it. But for now, let's start here. And then one here and here. And then we'll get rid of this. I think we'll get rid of those two. We'll do this. We'll do... I think it's that color. And then they do technically match. It's just annoying because the lighting makes it look like they don't. And then I believe, yeah. And we'll do... Maybe I want the fridge over here. Because I like when I can put a half tile above the fridge. We'll also put a half tile here. And then we'll put a full tile here. And then, actually, you know what I never ever use is the full one. What if we did that? I never do a full tile. And they have plenty of cooking space here. So we'll still have space for a sink. I like that. Hide it in there a little. Here's always my kitchen hack is if you put these lights in the cabinets, it's kind of like a kitchen that lights itself up, but you don't actually have to see them. All right. Oh, that made it really dark in here. So I will still want... Did they give us any lights in that pack? That's right. Oh, yes, this was the correct choice. I love this pack. I think there is like an actual like home chef career. I just use the build stuff because it's cute. And then did it come with any bar stools? It did not. That's okay. We will use those. Oh, I need to put some kind of flooring down. What did I use in here? Maybe we'll use a darker version of this. What do we got? Ugh. The millennial landlord vinyl. That's pretty. I like that a lot, actually. And it's the same wood, but it's different color and a different direction. So it like goes together, but isn't the same. I think we are gonna need a bolder wall color, but I haven't decided what that is yet. I also need some stuff on top of the fridge. Just a fish. Just a whole fish. What do we have? I re-added all the debug stuff and I forgot how much there is. There is so much. Ooh, pretty. I want to use you, I think. At least somewhere. Cute. Do you clip inside? No? Hell yeah. Love it. Okay. And then I do want to have... I was gonna have a little like dining area here. Oh, what if I push that closer? I kind of like it as an island though. They technically only need half a tile, but that seems really tight. Let's see. Let's put the cookie jar. Wait, where's the functional cookie jar? There it is. The that's from the Kitchen Clutter pack, which is one of my personal favorite, like, get that pack. Unfortunately, the EA sale went through. So now we're kind of on, I talked about this a little bit last time. I haven't wanted to talk about it a bunch because it's just a fucking bummer, but yeah, EA got acquired by some Saudi Arabia company that is a terrible, terrible company. And so a lot of people are trying to decide, like, if they jump ship and then don't play anymore, or if it's like, okay, I'll play the packs I own, but I'm not going to buy anymore, which I think is where I'm sitting. I've played this game for like 23 years or something. And this is what I do on Twitch. So it's like, I don't want to not play, but I don't want to support that for a zillion obvious reasons. So I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out what that means for me. But anyway, anytime I mention buying a pack, definitely know I'm not actually necessarily demanding you do that. We should all play with what we got and what we're comfortable with, and it all sucks. As always, like, capitalism hurts us the most and sucks so fucking bad. Damn, you want to talk about stuff that sucks? So Wisconsin had a primary yesterday, and ooh boy. Ye old Democrats are so fucking scared of anybody who might actually make change that we had like an outstanding DSA candidate who was very clearly going to win. Like, very clearly was going to win. And so our fuck-ass governor pulled back a guy who had dropped out of the race because he was polling so badly. And then like pulled him back in and threw all his weight and support behind this guy that nobody wanted to vote for. And I saw somebody describe it as like you could almost see the puppeteer strings attached to this guy's shoulders with Tony Evers standing behind him, and that's exactly how it feels. I will simply not be forgiving Tony Evers for this for the rest of my life. But you know, it's just a reminder that the Democrats often are just 3 Republicans in a trench coat, and they exist to keep the status quo, and they are very threatened by anybody who challenges that. And Fran challenged that, and they didn't like it, and so they completely derailed her campaign. And it was like down to like 0.1%. He won by like 4,000 votes. And don't even get me started on the other fuck ass people who didn't drop out, because that was another like 60,000 votes we could have had. Yeah, we're all a little sore today, which I think is extremely, extremely valid. I don't actually want to deal with this right now. Yeah, just fucking sucks. That was rough to wake up to. And like so many of my friends have done like major campaigning efforts, and it should have gone the way we all wanted it to go, and they just freaked out because they can't handle somebody who was gonna do anything except keep it all the same. And now here we are, we're just gonna have more of the same. But I do think like the hope behind it though is yeah, let's just keep it centered. She introduced a lot of people to a lot of really new, well, not new, but like new to people who don't ever consider that our government could actually work for us ideas. Nothing she said should have been like novel or groundbreaking, but you know, to a lot of people it is. And like the goal now is it's not like we have to throw all that away, right? Like we can take everything we all just learned and fought for and wanted to do with Fran, and we can now throw it behind this new guy and like make pretty heavy demands of him, and just like, I don't think he realizes what he has signed up for now by ruining her campaign, because people are going to be on him for the rest. If he wins, he better be fucking ready, because I'm not sure he realizes that now we've had a taste of what it could be. And I think it's really important to keep that energy. And I'm the first one to tell you that I feel so hopeless today. But it's not necessarily hopeless, and there's a lot of things we can do to still like demand the changes we were hoping to see with Fran of this guy. Like, okay, if you're going to take it from her, then we are going to make your life hell until you listen to what the people actually want. So the best we can do is harass a man endlessly. And I hope Tony Evers never gets to eat a meal in peace for the rest of his life, because ugh. Do you guys remember when we liked Tony? That was a great time before he like completely dropped the ball in every single capacity. He could have gone out with like a really solid reputation, and then he was like, by the way, AI data centers are cool, and also I'm gonna nerf Fran's campaign. Anyway, it is what it is today, but I do hope that once we all kind of settle from this, we can, you know, start making demands. Is that the only one that matches that wood? That's so weird. And then there's not a matching bar stool. That's really annoying. Oh well. But yeah. So if you know Wisconsinite, they're all a little bummed today. At least the smart ones. I could put this. I don't really like the position of that. Actually, hold on. Can I? Would this fit? Can I do it like this? Let's do that. There's still enough room in between here where they can walk. I like that better. Yep, that's another Comrade Kenzie stream. That's the risk you take when you come in here. Sometimes Kenzie goes on a ramble. Yeah, it just sucks so bad, you guys. And it's another one of those times where, like, for once in my life, I was gonna get to vote for somebody. I was gonna get to vote for somebody, not just against somebody, because so many elections were just voting against somebody, right? Like, you're voting for truly the lesser of two evils, which, like, fucking sucks when you're trying to, you know, get people to care about you as a human and your needs as a human. And everybody was so excited to vote for Fran, not just like for Fran to, you know, because it was better than the other option. Like, she truly was like, she's her best candidate on her own. It wasn't even like a compare. Oh wait, I need to put a garbage can there, I think. We'll put this somewhere else. But she's not gonna slow down. She will continue doing amazing things, and all we can do is support her amazing things and try to you know, bully your government. Bully the fuck out of your government. That's my official statement. We're gonna need a little rug there for sure. Actually, I haven't put this in my stream in a while. There's a website called 5 Calls, and that website can help you find your representatives. They can help give you like scripts and talking points, and if you're somebody who's nervous about making phone calls or having to talk to somebody, they give you the things to talk about in order to like effectively bully your representatives, which again, we support here. Bully them relentlessly. If they are so hypothetically there to represent you, make them do it. And sometimes they need to be harassed. Most times. Because again, as we learned this week in Wisconsin, even the Democrats are not really there to care about us or do anything for us. And it's important to call them and at least make them hear about it, so that we can make the way for people like Fran, who should have had the nomination all along and would have for not a couple fuck-ass centrists. What do we want to put here? You know what's happening is I'm getting tired and I start to lose my... Not that I have like a filter about politics. I think it's important to talk loudly about those things, but I get real bold on the internet when I'm tired. But you know. Oh, you know. All right. What else do I need to do out here, man? This is gonna be the like family room seating area. And we'll probably use, I'm kind of thinking the retro pack. I always call it that because I never remember. Cozy kitsch is not what I ever want to call it. Oh, we could do a fireplace. I don't really like the fireplace that comes with the kit, but we could put a different fireplace. Okay, so we have like a purpley gray. I always use the green one, but it's so pretty. Like, I bought a real life couch because it looked like that one. The pink could also be nice because I'm probably going to do a darker wallpaper. Okay, let's see. Put one of the, yeah, let's do. I like the dark green with that pink because then I could like mix and match where the main furniture could be the pink color, but then I could use some of the dark green stuff, you know? And then I was in I have a group chat with Lane and our friend the Mad Harper. And last night, Maddie does not live in Wisconsin, but she was suffering with us in solidarity watching the primaries, and she was being a really good supportive friend last night while we were having a bad time. It was nice to feel seen in that. Like, God fucking damn it. The worst part was like there was even some hope because like Fran was like going up and down, right? And like she should have had it, and ugh, such bullshit. A Wisconsin ally. Yeah, Maddie is a Wisconsin ally. Oh my god, terrible. What if we did? I think that needs to get bumped a little. Also, I think I want to use this little step stool. Oh, she doesn't really fit so good though, does she? We might have to alt place some stuff to make it all fit, and that's okay. Sims 3 camera, turn you just a little. There we go. Y'all, Minnow's being so good in her box tonight. She hasn't made a peep in there since I put her in there. Her schedule was kind of thrown off today when, you know, my neighbors set the building on fire, and, these things happen sometimes. And she handled it like a freaking champ. She kind of doesn't care about anything, and it's the best. Like I think I've talked about this. My family has always had rescue dogs, and while Minnow is a rescue dog, she is a puppy. And dude, nothing bad has ever happened to that dog, so she doesn't really care about anything. And so, like, all of our other dogs, it's been like, okay, we have to identify their triggers and try to make sure we keep them feeling safe and all this stuff. And like, Minnow's trigger is just like, a human didn't give me the snack that I wanted. Like, she really doesn't care about anything. And it's awesome. She's so good. And like I've said, the things that are hard about her are hard because she's a puppy. Like, she's a baby, and she'll grow out of those things, and she's so smart. I also really love these, but yeah, I think this is the move, actually. Anyway, she, the things that are tough are just because she's a baby, and she'll grow out of it, and she'll be great. And she is great now. She's just so fucking dumb sometimes. You know. But she's baby. She'll be good. Alright, what color coffee table do I want here? There's not like a pink one. I feel like I'm gonna back out on this pink, to be honest. I just like the green so much. But then we could do like the pink accents, like we could flip it so that the accent stuff becomes pink. And then I might, you know what? I might switch it back again once we like do the wallpaper. Because that's ultimately what really helps me decide. We'll have TV. Where's that big book nook one? Hell yeah. But I think we need it to be... Maybe that? That stands out enough on the lighter flooring. It's also a much lighter flooring than I usually use. We're doing some different stuff. I try sometimes. What can we put out here? Let's do some clutter. Let's see what we got. I got really used to not having the debug turned on because I had it turned off for so long just because I was being lazy about updating, and now it's overwhelming. They could be gamers. Let's be gamers. So we'll do that, and then there is a... Oh, mosquito on my face. Get out of here. Where is... Oh, I don't think I realized it was like a... It's an event exclusive. Which can sometimes mean people won't have it. It's one of those stupid ones where like if you don't have it then you can't get it, but I really want to use it because it's really cute and it's functional, like they play games on the screen. All right, sorry, I'm using it. And then I want... Gotta have some decorations here. That one matches the countertops. That's cute. I'll probably go another 15 minutes. I wasn't sure I was gonna make it the whole time tonight, but let's do it. The dogs are being good. I don't even know where Moose is. I haven't seen Moose in like 2 hours. Where's that guy? Air horn? Oh, that's from Debug. Thanks for hanging. Thanks for hanging out all night. It's always fun. Ah! Okay. My sliding, I just realized I didn't close my sliding door because a moth just flew onto my arm. It's like, where did you come from? Ooh, could I dangle this off the edge here? Perfect. Perfect. I love it. So yeah, again, reminder, I'm hoping to stream on Sunday. I'm hoping. I've got a gig tomorrow, and then I'm hoping to just like power edit those tomorrow night and Friday at lunch / after work. Because then I have to drive home on Friday night, and then I have to work a festival on Saturday. And I would love to just have those pictures done, but Sunday, I should still be okay to stream. At least I hope. Wednesday, again, I will not, because I will be up north working a show up in the woods. Ooh, somebody's got a fire going outside. I love campfire smell. I'm really excited. We're making our Labor Day plans for our friend group, and we're going up north, and the weather is usually nice enough around Labor Day that we can have a little fire, make s'mores and whatnot. Why are none of these plants what I actually want? This is so annoying. What did I put out here? Give me something from out here. I liked this one. Can I make you a different color? And then we'll just adjust you so that you're not... Alright, what happens if I put that there? Okay. Massive fire hazard. Don't do that in real life, but I can get rid of this one actually, because this is a candle. We could tuck these kind of together. Again, massive fire hazard. Don't do this. You will end up like my neighbors who started the building on fire tonight. Don't do it. And then, can this one be placed somewhere? I'm gonna do it. And then we'll put, there we go. And then we'll put something taller over here maybe. Oh, too tall. Too tall. See, is any of my friends streaming tonight? Gonna see who I could raid later, but I don't see anybody right now. Go raid Furball Farm. That's a cat sanctuary that always has a 24-hour cat cam on. Send you all over to look at cats before you go to bed. You know what? We're doing one of these because I love it. All right, it's coming together. It's all coming together. What if we did want this to be placed a little better, a little more evenly, and then I will need to move that. All right. This is cute. This was like a floor plan that I found on the internet that I adapted. I'm terrible at building houses with like closed off floor plans and just like being creative about floor plans in general. I've been doing so many tiny houses and micro homes that I just really wanted to try something that was like a different shape than I'd done before, and a different layout and that kind of thing. So I'm excited. It's turning out nicely. We are gonna need, I think, a darker wallpaper, at least a patterned wallpaper. Let's see. All right, that's just white. I wish I liked yellow on like wallpaper. A lot of my personal wardrobe is yellow. That's a nicer one. I like that a little better. Unfortunately, I feel like this stupid pink is gonna be the way to go. We used it over here, so I'm hesitating, but I do really like it. Did any of these go with it? No, the baseboard changes just slightly. Because I was like, what if we did... Well, maybe I don't care. Have they considered that? I don't think I've ever seen good-looking yellow wallpaper. Hello, Squilliam. Were you here when I was talking about Maddie? Maddie was providing us with wonderful friendship, emotional support last night while we were suffering through our election situation. Hey, I think I actually like this. How do we feel about that? Also, did y'all have to read the short story called The Yellow Wallpaper in school growing up? That was like a requirement in our schools. Yeah, dude, no good. But Maddie was a good friend. She even she messaged us this morning to like check on us. She's such a good friend. We appreciate everybody very much. Ooh, this could also be fun, but I did use it like in the flower shop part. But maybe that's okay. Hey, it's Matt Harper. How's it going? Yeah, the titular, the one from my story, being a good pal. Ugh. Rough time to be in our state this week, but we'll persevere. And again, I won't do my spiel again, but the important thing is that we keep the energy of what we were excited about with Fran and use that energy to like just pressure the fuck out of whoever wins. Yellow wallpapers for lighthouses, no sun for months will drive a person insane. Next best thing, yellow wallpaper, I guess. That's so true. Oh, what if I did? There is oh my gosh, maybe I should rent. Okay. I want to finish this build, and then I will still need to finish I have a Paralives build that I need to finish, but then also there's a residential lighthouse in Paralives that you can go live in. And I should really go do that. Sorry, I'm changing my mind again. I think I want it on these walls. And if I change my mind again, well then so what? I'm allowed. I'm just can't decide. Oh yeah, you're talking about the yellow wallpaper? Yeah, that was like a thing we had to, it was required reading in, I think, high school. But no, you know what? I read it in college. What do you think the back room smell like? Antiseptic? Probably. All right. She's looking pretty. I probably only have a couple minutes left, but just as a recap, here's our garage converted into a flower shop. Here's our little floral arranging studio where they can do little floral classes. I love how this one turned out here. Just for the fun, let's go look at it at night again, because it's gonna be so pretty in there. I love it. Love it. And then here's our entryway from tonight. Our laundry. Little kitchen and dining room. I'm not 100% sure that this is the wallpaper, but I just like, I don't know what else to do. Super good looking. Thank you. A bunch of political theory books are on sale, and they're not all audiobooks. Do you prefer to actually like read? You don't like to, you don't do the audiobook thing? I don't read enough. Oh, you prefer audiobooks. Gotcha. I should really read more. I know a lot of people love the audiobook thing, and like I drive alone a lot. Because I'm on the road a couple times a year, and what if we did I'm gonna have to play with this some more, I think. I don't have a whole lot of time to sit and read. That's why I picked Screaming Furby for my discontent. You gotcha. That's my thing, is like I really don't have time. I don't have enough time, or I have not made it a priority to sit and read a lot. And maybe I should. Here, okay, we're gonna swap out the pink. We're gonna do this for now, because I just don't want it to be exactly the same as the flower shop, but then I do want some kind of accent wall, probably. But I am alone in a car an awful lot. So I should really give audiobooks a shot. The one that my dad specifically said he really loved. So I am a huge, do any of you, are you like Judge John Hodgman fans, or just John Hodgman in general? John Hodgman has a really amazing book called Vacation Land. And I read that book, and I know John Hodgman well enough that I like hear it in his voice, but my parents listened to the audiobook on a trip to Maine, which is what the book is about. And they're like, even if you already read it, you have to listen to him narrate it, because it makes it perfect. Like, to hear him narrate it, how he was reading it in his head when he wrote it. I love John Hodgman. I work for him whenever he comes to town. And he actually, if you're a Max Fun subscriber, like if you're a subscriber to like the McElroys or anything that uses that podcast network, John Hodgman's promotional photos that they use on Max Fun emails are my pictures. So every once in a while I get like a really, really fun little like jump scare of like, I took that picture. And that just went out to every single Max Fun member, which is pretty cool. He's hilarious. Oh, that's really pretty. I don't know why I'm having such a hard time picking wallpaper. And you know what? The answer is that I'm really tired. And I'm just scrolling now, but we'll finish here in a minute, because I want to make sure. Oh, we could just do, what if we did like a really nice like exposed brick inside? That might be the move. Anyway, I'm just really tired. We could do like some, because then it has, what I'm missing is just like texture. I need like texture on stuff. You know, we could even do like the hint of green one. Maybe that's the move. I think I like that. Yeah, I should see. Hold on, I'm going to create my own website really quick. I think the pictures on my website have my watermark on them, but if they don't, I can share some. John Hodgman gets the ones without the watermark, but when they go on my website, I put that on there. So I try not to show that on Twitch if I can help it. You finally updated your about section. Feels like you showed for the first time in 2 years. Hell yeah. I'll have to go look. Where's one of my... I can't fucking find it. Sorry, now I'm sitting on my website trying to find this picture of John Hodgman that I love. Yeah, it does have my name on it. He's just so fun. I'll have to show that another time when I can take my name off of him, but If you ever get the chance to see a live Judge John Hodgman show, go do it. I actually haven't listened to the podcast that much. I just love him. And if you don't know who John Hodgman is, he's, for my fellow olds, he's the Mac and PC commercial. So it was him and Justin Long. And John Hodgman was like the nerdy PC guy. Ding dong, someone's at the door. Hello, Shaddy. I have terrible news. I'm almost done. I actually would have been done already, but I started streaming late because my neighbors set their apartment on fire and the fire department was here for a while. So I was outside until my normal streaming time. Oh my God. Thank you. It's okay. I've been looking because I got home and what? Yeah. That happens here a lot. My neighbors are historically not so good at not setting stuff on fire. I'd say a couple times a year we end up with the fire department outside. I have very serious anxiety about fire because my dogs are here and it stresses me out immensely to know that they could be caught in a fire because people can't be responsible and remember to turn off the oven or the stove or whatever. Any damage, I don't know. We were able to all go. I'm pretty sure they took care of it quickly. We were all able to come back inside like relatively quickly. And the people who started the fire were mortified. Like they were going up to everybody and they're like, okay, they're new to the building. And they were just like, this is a terrible way to meet all the new neighbors, but hi, we're so sorry. They were very sweet, and it's right. So if you weren't here at the very beginning, my sweet little story was that so we were all outside, which means I had the dogs with me, and Minnow so I've had like a very long standing goal to start doing like therapy dog work, like taking a dog to like a library so the kids can read to the dog, or we have major like memory care assisted living by me, and I'd love to have a dog that can go do that kind of work. And Moose is not it. I love that dog so much. Moose is not here to therapy anybody. He doesn't care about your feelings. He doesn't care about anyone's feelings. Sometimes if I'm crying, he gets up and leaves the room. Moose is not a therapy dog. And so I've just been really, I've been really hoping to get a dog that could do the therapy stuff. And I took a chance on Minnow because she's a baby, so we don't know what she's gonna be like when she's older. And so it was kind of like I love her now, and if it works out, it works out, and if it doesn't, it's also okay. We're not gonna not love her, right? And but so I obviously don't have children, and Moose is very afraid of children, so I haven't really been able to test her on little kids at all. And I only got her 2.5 weeks ago, right? Yeah, she's only been, it feels like she's been here forever. Almost 3 weeks ago. Now I can't remember. I got her July 25th. And so I haven't had a chance to like test her on a lot of situations yet. And I was like, all right, well, this toddler is coming at us and is really excited to meet this puppy. And she's so gentle with everybody that I was like, I'll just let her do it and we'll see what happens. And she's so tiny that if something started to go sideways, I could very quickly remedy the situation, right? Like nobody was going to get hurt if turns out Minnow doesn't like kids. And Minnow was so happy for this small child to come play with her, and she sat down on the ground and she was so sweet and good. And it was so funny because it just felt like she was like, oh, hello, you're the same size as me and I love it. Like she was so gentle for this little girl who just wanted to play with this puppy. She was so good. So obviously not great that we all had to evacuate the building, but I think I want to do that, and I'll like put a mirror in there or something. But I did get to discover that like Minnow loves little kids, which is exciting. Because not that I am 100% child free now and forever for myself, but I like the idea of getting to do therapy work at libraries and schools with kids and stuff, and I need a dog that likes kids in order to do that. And so it was just very, very nice to see her like that. So I've got to keep her socialized with kids somehow, so I'm gonna have to figure out a way to do that. But um maybe we'll have to borrow the toddler from down the hall once in a while to be like, hi, I need your child to come pet my dog. Because again, like Moose is not a fan of the smalls. So but Minnow seems to be. She was just so good. She was so gentle. She like, for adults, she'll just jump on you, which we're trying to work on. Can't be a therapy dog and jump on people, but for this little girl, she just like sat down and was just like, hello, I love you. She was so good. She is going to be a really, really good dog. Right now, she has no brain cells, and that's not her fault. We're working on it. We're working on building the brain cells. Oh, I need to put something over here, and then I should be done because it's almost 10:30. Part of the good and bad of owning a puppy is they arrive with no brain cells, and it's your job to make sure they get some. And you got to make sure they're the good kind of brain cells and not the evil kind that turn them into Winnow, which is her name for when she's evil. Our bit is that she's Minnow when she's good, and then as per Mario Wario naming conventions, she is Winnow when she's evil. And so Winnow, we're trying to maximize the Minnow brain cells and minimize the Winnow brain cells that we're growing in her brain right now. Let me hold on. Oops. There's some Minnow and Winnow emotes in the chat. How can I borrow your child? Here's a fresh pie or something you can eat while you wait. Honestly, sometimes they were so sweet. Like and it was like the family whose fire alarm was going off. So they clearly just like were so happy to have a puppy to distract their child from the stress of all of that. And then Minnow got to experience children. She also got to meet the Pomeranian named Tadpole that lives upstairs. And she loved Tadpole, and Tadpole was like, what the fuck is this? Tadpole was not sure about her, but we'll get there. Moose is not good with any dogs on leash. He's great with other dogs. Just he's not good at greeting them on a leash, which has been a lifelong struggle that we just kind of manage as necessary. And but Minnow doesn't give a fuck about anything. So I'm like, we're making all the friends, baby. We're taking you. I'm just gonna like take her wherever she will go. Gonna do just like, there we go. Yeah, I guess that's where I had it before. Need something on this wall, and then I need to be done for tonight. Is anybody streaming? It's kind of late, so probably not, but I was hoping to raid somebody. Wednesday is the weird night where like I kind of think it's just me generally. We don't have a lot of friends that stream on Wednesdays. No stream with Lane tomorrow because I think I have a gig. I think Lane might be going. I don't know. But as always, RedToad64 streams every Thursday. So if you're here and you don't already follow our dear pals at RedToad64, go check them out. A lot of people who are in my chat tonight just did a Big Walk playthrough, and all those VODs are on all their channels. And I'm still devastated that I couldn't do it. It was the right call not to do it because the puppy was still a little unpredictable, and I didn't want to hold up stream if she needed me. But Um, it was so fun to watch everybody play it. Lily cried at the end. Yeah. It was so good. And I love that you guys did it. And there will be times for me to join in the future. But so go check those out. And then I'll be back streaming on Sunday probably, as long as I survive my gig tomorrow and then my festival gig on Saturday. And then Cozy Gremlin streams on Sundays before me, and then we always raid our friend Dom afterwards on Sunday. Very nice Dom. Actually, let me do a shout out for him. I'm not sure I've ever shouted out Dom on my stream, which is silly. Very nice Dom. Oh, I have to wait. God damn it. Very nice Dom, and then I'll just wait. And then Monday is Lane and Red Toad 64 again. And actually our friend, I'm gonna run a shout out time, but C the Doughboy has also started streaming, and I did do a shout out for him earlier this week. So go check out all our friends. We have so many fun streamer friends, and it's so many friends we've like made streaming, and then there's so many friends that we have like been friends with in person for forever, who have started streaming, and it's just so freaking fun. It's fun to see everybody overlap, and you know, we got friends all over. Like I said, like we live across the country from Maddie, and she was keeping us company all of last night while we were stressing, and then checked in on us this morning. And we've got such a good network of Twitch buddies, which is always wonderful. I'm gonna put a little sconce over this, I think, and then we'll be done for real, because I'm so tired. Yeah, I mean, and so much of that, again, she doesn't like when I give her the credit for this, but she really did do it. Lane went friendship hunting and found Red Toad 64 on a whim, and now we're with them like most nights of the week in some capacity, because like almost everybody we know, we got through Red Toad 64. So it was just, it's so good. And so many of our like in-person friends also like now know the Red Toad 64 crew, and it's awesome. I love it. All right. I don't know if it's like done. I don't know if it's like done. I think I do want that rug to be that way instead, though, because then I could put a little rug here. You guys, this is the Wisconsin goodbye equivalent of Simsing, which is where I say I'm gonna do one more thing, and then I'm like, actually, I got one more thing. Ugh, terrible. I just want to make sure you can't have dirty feet coming in the house. You could even do like a light green version of it. Damn, I love it. This is turning out really fun. Residential buildings being turned into cozy small businesses is the best. This is a super cute build. Thank you. That's like I never know. Like, here's the thing. I stream because I'm not here to like I'm not here to like farm followers or whatever. I don't care if I make a single dime doing this. Like, I'm here because I will be playing The Sims anyway, and it's way more fun to build when I have people to talk to and have fun with. And so sometimes I get a little self-conscious that this is the kind of build I like to do. Almost all of my builds are like a residence above or combined with a business. And so I'm always a little bit like, I don't know, like, is it stupid that I keep doing them? But also, if people don't want to hang out while I do them, they don't have to. That's just like a thing I like to do. And again, I'm also not ever expecting people to 100% like be active in chat or paying attention. Like, I like being the background noise that people have on while they're cleaning their house or getting stuff done or whatever. Like that's what I like to do. So that's like my outlook on it, is like, I'm gonna build what I want to build so that I'm having fun, and then I'm just somebody's co-working stream on the side or whatever. And if people have the capacity to pay more attention and participate in chat, that's awesome. But I like to be everybody's wind down stream for bed. So yeah, let's like look one more time. Here's our little garage converted into a plant shop. And a lot of this is functional. So when you use the businesses and hobbies pack, which is activated by this, Sims can buy everything on these shelves, and then these two right here, and then these three. So the other shelves are decorative. And then they'll come over here, and this is like a greenhouse space for learning how to do flower arranging. And I love how that turned out. I'm very excited about that. And I the one thing I did resist was my constant urge to put a coffee bar in every single build. I always want everything to be like a whatever shop / coffee bar because it's just so cute. And they made really cute coffee bar items. And so I didn't make it a coffee shop combo. It's just going to be a flower shop. And then here was our little entryway. We've got laundry. We've got our dining room, kitchen, and living space. This still feels a little empty to me. We'll see. We'll see what I do, but I need to be done tonight. And then next time we'll have our bathroom here. We'll have our little office or creative space in here. And then up here, we'll have an entryway at the top of the steps, and then 2 walk-in closets for 2 bedrooms, and then 2 bathrooms. So this will be a couple streams, because we'll also then have to, of course, do my nemesis of landscaping. But that's what we're going to call it for tonight. Thanks again for hanging out. I had so many friends here tonight, so thank you. Thank you so much for hanging and spending your Wednesday with me. And thanks again. I was a little late and people still showed up. So thank you so much. Thank you for streaming. Came in a little late, but I always appreciate coming by to Sim streams and doggy updates. Thank you. Oh, here, hold on. Do you guys want to see? Do you need some puppy for the road? Do you need like a little? I don't know that I have any new ones to show you, but I can pull up a cute one that I already showed. Maybe. Let's see. Some puppies for the road. Let's see. Where's a good one? Here's one. This was like early on when I just gotten her. And Bill NyQuil Science Guy Quill. Oh no, I'm just about to finish. I'm so sorry. I was also just thinking about you the other day. Oh, I'm really glad you're here. You'll have to watch the VOD. I'm so sorry. I'm straight up about to be done. But also, Bill Nye Science Guy Quill, have you been here since I got a puppy? The puppy on the screen is my new puppy. So the big one is my resident dog. That's Moose, that everybody knows here. And then the new one is Minnow. So Minnow does have her own emotes now. She has her Minnow emote, and then she has her Winnow emote, which is when she's evil. Yeah, her leash and collar. Yeah, so like I'm not somebody who feels strongly, like I'm not like it's a girl dog, so I need flowers. But I kind of wanted like a little flower collar and leash for her. Moose wears a purple collar. Again, I'm not super into like gendering my pet stuff, but it was just so cute. I just really wanted her to have a cute one. So all right, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna go raid Furball Farm. Everybody go say hi to some kitty cats. This is a live stream. I think Jordy shared it with me. It's a live stream of a cat sanctuary that just always has cat videos. So go take your meds, go get ready for bed, go calm down with some cats. I love you all. Have a good night, and we'll see you next time. Bye!